Welcome back to Wet Sand. Been a hot minute since I played this. Look at that beautiful face. And you know, you can say all you want about the nudity and the adult content. I just like being a pirate. In fact, actually, after this video gets uploaded, that's gonna be my review of the game. Jar with pills. So yeah, we're trying to still figure out who murdered the captain. But yeah, that's just gonna be my review for the game. You can ignore all the nudity and all the adult content. You know, it's fine, it's whatever. I just want to be a pirate. The note at the beginning reads Miss Brown's pledge. Is this about our Miss Brown? Assume it has something to do with the terms of her being on this ship. Inside a dossier on a man. His name is Exlian de Jurdi. Kunis. Oh my goodness. Kunis Marcus, member of the Great Council. He must be a very important guy. It says here that he was seen using state procurement for his own enrichment. This was followed by a huge pile of ledger sheets confirming that. Okay. Confirming the sale of a whole mountain of arms on the black market. Such information falls in the wrong hands will cost him his title and freedom, if not his head. And will probably make a lot of money for those who decide to sell it. I'd rather leave it here until then. Maybe I can make some money out of this information before I leave the ship for good. Maybe. Notice something glitter not far from you. There's a few old gold coins. Yay. I'm rich. I'm a rich little dwarf. Alright, so we gotta get information about Brand's medicines. Ask Olivia about the terms for staying on the ship. Alright, so let's go visit our crew members. Is it evening already? How quickly time flies. Slip past the stairs leading to the hold. Descending to the gun deck, you heard a strange rhythmic sound coming from the kitchen. From time to time, you heard the moans of a familiar voice. Is that Beno? Set him free and he chooses to repay me by pleasing himself when he cooks my food? Let's walk right in there. You have to assert your dominance. You approach the keyhole and look through it. Beno sat on a chair with his back to the entrance. His right hand was lowered down, just below the waist. Touched himself rhythmically. Pants and quiet moans escaped his trembling body. Poor lad. He was completely howling with boredom. Must have been hard for someone like him. I didn't even know he was a guy. Of course, this is all very censored, but you know, you can make it out. That's his head. That looks like a corset. It's a leg. Notice movement at the door of the cabin corridor. Miss Weasel, again? I'm gonna catch him once and for all. Who art thou? Think I'm afraid to go into someone's cabin without permission? You're terribly wrong. You won't get away from me. You rushed to catch the annoying creature under the bed, but overestimated your dexterity. There was a lack of space, made it difficult. There was a lack of space, made it difficult to maneuver, and you got stuck under the bed. Oh no, step crew member, I'm stuck under the bed. Why am I playing this? After a few minutes, you managed to get out, but the weasel was gone. You gritted your teeth in anger and looked around the room. Well, well, well. I hope Anna won't mind if I hope Anna won't mind if I continue my investigation here. Just choke to death for a second. See, you got a sword. You got a flag. You have an entire treasure chest just sitting there. You made a lot of money. What a sorry state. How to be so mean. Definitely shouldn't sneak up on her when she's sleeping. I mean, I guess that's just general advice for everyone. Look at all this. Anna seems to be doing just fine here. Decided not to distract yourself and continued inspecting the drawers. Crumpled clothes and several daggers, but no evidence. What about the book? There's a book. There's a book there. What about the book? May I have the book? Is this some kind of trophy? Looks like pirates beat their own kind from time to time. 'Tis the way with the pirate's life, I suppose. Another trophy? We have a scourge of pirates on a pirate ship. So many pirates around here. Why is there a sword on the ceiling? A diary. How could I not see it? Let's check it out. Yo ho ho. Our captain has been killed. Darn it. He treated me well after all, and he was kind with my brother, and I even regret that it happened. I don't get why this guy is still alive. Are we pirates or babysitters? And for heck's sake, he will command all of us. He's been doing nothing but make a complete fool of himself so far. He doesn't even look like a captain. I hope we'll get rid of him soon. Maybe he'll slip away at the next port, or else we're gonna regret following this stupid tradition even more. Oh, she's clearly not the killer. But she's still a cold-hearted witch. Or maybe it's my fault. I didn't exactly give her the best first impression. I'll have to fix that. Says who? She says that Bran treated her well. It's not what Ethan said. Was he lying? Is he the liar? Is he a stone-cold liar? Alright, I think we're done here. Took one last look at Anna's quarters to see if you left any sign of your presence, then cautiously walked out. Once in the hallway, you hear footsteps from the stairs. Looks like the team is back. I need to get back to my cabin in order to sail away from here. Alright. See, leave Anna's room. Get information about Bran's medicines. Ask Olivia about the terms of her staying on the ship. Alright, so I can't go into any of these. Alright. Steps follow down the stairs. Who could that be? Is that Beno? No, that's the wrong way. Hold. Let's go down to the hold. Went down to the hold and met Beno. You are shorter than I remember. You obviously didn't expect to see you here. Captain, what are you doing here? I thought you were in a tavern. Yes, how do you like the port? The town is nice, right? Actually, I like places like this. It's a great place to relax, though there isn't the occasional pee hole that passes through. You spoke so fast that you couldn't even get a word in. Yeah. How are you faring on the ship? Any seasickness? I used to puke my guts out when I first started, but... Cook. Wait. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Well, Beno drops his gaze. He seemed to be very worried. Maybe it's better to just leave him alone. I mean, hey, if I just want him to, trust me, so I'll just let's talk to him. Come on, calm down, have a seat. Beno immediately climbed onto a small wooden box. He only barely met your height now. So, can you tell me how the team's getting along? Getting along? They are not. Fair. It's not all that bad, though. I don't know what it's like on the other ships. Maybe there are unspoken rules here. So much to establish credibility. Are you seriously asking for my opinion? Bran never spoke to me like that. Yeah, what can you tell me about the team? Well, there's Billy, the one-legged old man. He's usually pretty calm, even when he's drunk. He's been a pirate longer than either of us have been alive, but it now seems he's becoming just another tired elder. I think he's rather earnest. Ernest! Haha. You should have seen him jumping on one leg when Ethan and I stole his peg leg. What a cruel joke. So Ethan must be a close friend of yours. You could say that. We both grew up and got out to pretty similar situations. I'm lucky to have met him. It's much easier to go through difficulties together. Seems everyone here has had a tough life. What did you run away from? The ship swayed slightly, and a half-empty bottle of rum rolled out from behind the barrels. We looked at each other and picked up the bottle. I don't think that's a good idea. Why? Is it poisoned? I'm kidding. Don't worry, a couple of sips won't kill us. Is this an order? It is. Relax. Beno shrugged his shoulders, took the bottle with both hands, and took a sip. The drink made him wince. Satisfied, you took the bottle from his hands. So what is your story? You'd like to assume it wasn't easy, but it's best I tell you later. No need to bring up the past and spoil the rest of the day. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Took one more sip. So Ben, tell me, how did you, manage, without girls here? There are plenty of girls on this ship if you haven't noticed. There's a bird sitting outside my window. He looks very perplexed. I don't know what he's doing, it's very cold outside. Mr. Bird? Yes, hello. Anyway. Oh, he's about to take off. Is he about to go? He's thinking about it. Alright, never mind. No, I mean, Beno blushed and became embarrassed. So what kind of girls do you like? You first. I'm waiting for this bird. It's very distracting. There he goes. He more fell off than flew off. I guess that was a very interesting takeoff. He didn't exactly V1 rotate, but it's alright. I don't know, it's like all the same. Well, it's probably not all the same, but sincere and cheerful. I would have guessed. It's your turn now. Probably someone who's domestic, the ones who like to clean, cook, warm in the bed and all. Those are hard to find around here, am I right? You just need to know where to look. Oh yeah? Where is that? Beno held out his hands for the bottle. He stepped closer past the rum and sat down next to him. By the way, have you seen an animal here? With a tail? Do you mean rats? There are a bunch of them here. No, this one looks like a ferret. Hairy and terribly annoying. Yes, I saw. Every day he stands in the armory and looks at all these guns. Heh, nice one. He both took another sip. Everything began to blur in your eyeballs. All these drinks make me sleepy. I wish I could lay with someone. Alright. Captain, there's something I want to say. You're about to nod at him to continue when you heard various voices and footsteps from above. The crew is back. I'll go meet the team. And I'll go to sleep. Yay, we got relations with Beno has increased. We're such a good captain. Look at us. Look at us go. Alright, let's go to the orlop deck. And then the gun deck. Is there anyone here? A lot of interesting little trinkets. I mean, this is a pretty nice ship. Alright, let's go to the deck. Got up on deck, you saw the whole crew had returned from the port. Some sailors carried snacks of provisions, some rolled barrels of water and rum, some simply dragged their feet. Captain, why did you leave us so early? I'd rather not make a drunken fool of myself in front of my crew. least not in the beginning of my career. In any case, besides you, we had someone to laugh at. I don't really like your tone. Deal with it. Yeah, this guy looks like the guy from Road to El Dorado. You'll flood the old ship if you cry. Right. When you left, you caught sight of Lauren with a bundle in her hands. She awkwardly walked past and headed for the hold. You didn't dare call to her. Cap, everyone's accounted for. Great, I see you replenished their supplies. I took it upon myself. Completely forgot you told me to do this. Don't worry, lad. You're making good progress. You'll be able to handle it yourself in no time. As you can see, we've doubled our supplies, so we can sail as long as possible without arriving in a port. However, we haven't had decent earnings for a while now, so this was brought with what little money we have left. Turn and walk away, thumping his wooden leg against the deck. Talks about my duties all the time, but he never gives me the opportunity to fulfill them. I'll go take these bags to the hold. Have a good night, Ethan. Mr. Brooke, have you decided where we'll sail next? Not yet. I'm going to sleep on it. Alright then. See you tomorrow. Wow, what a day. It's nearly night and you went to your cabin to sleep. Oh, but I was going to ask about the medicine. I don't want to leave this room just yet. Of course not. Jar of pills. Alright. See, sleep until tomorrow. Alright, I guess I'll go to bed. I don't want to go to sleep. Finally slid in bed and began making herself comfortable when the door swung open with no warning. Lauren appeared at the entrance, a little unsteady on her feet. Ahoy, Captain. Hello. I have something very important for ye. You should learn how to knock. How can I help? It's time for you to take off your rags. Not sure. Billy said that you were going to dress up at the port, but I was sure you'd forget. And it looks like I was right. So I took matters into my own hands. You know, this pirate stuff is kind of reminding me of, there's a specific game. It was Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think it was on the PSP, and I used to play it all the time. There's two specific levels that I remember. One where there was a guy that you fight near like a windmill, or like one of those water things, you know, where like spins around and it dumps and picks up the water. And there was also the ship level, which I think was like the final level, where you fought the Dutchman like on his ship, and like you had to fight him and his crew, and there was like also these water storm vortexes that came out and like, you know, would hurt you. That was a pretty fun game. I kind of miss that game. Of course I don't have a PSP anymore because it kind of died, but you know, if I ever had one, I might pick up that game again, unless it was ported to the PS2 like Ratchet and Clank Size Matters. But the only issue with that is that sometimes those ports can be different, because the PS2 has a lot more memory and size than the PSP, so the games might be a little bit different. So I don't know. So I took the matters into my own hands here. She came closer and handed you a large package. In it were bandaged boots, trousers, a pistol with a saber, and loose shirt with solid vest. And that's quite a present. I don't even know how to repay you. Don't fret, it's from the heart. Now quit your yappering and try 'em on. I'll see you in the morning. If they don't fit, I'll take 'em to the tailor. Asked to stay. Oh, I bet I don't have a good enough relationship with my crew. No. Hold on, PSP, Pirates of the Caribbean. No, that's a mobile game. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End? I have it in my mind now, so I have to finish it. I have to finish the thought. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was this. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. It looks like it. I'm pretty sure this is it. I don't remember the HUD though. HUD looks a little different. Because there was Dead Man's Chest and then there was At World's End, and I don't remember which one I had. I'm pretty sure I had At World's End. So I don't know, it's just the pirate theme kind of just brought me back a little bit to that game. Good night. Aye, same for ye. Let's see. Hey, look at me. Like a regular Edward Kenway. Took you a while to get grips with how it all zips up. Not bad. And it's clean, too. You walked, jumped, and squatted to check that the clothes fit properly. Exactly my size. Lauren is really attentive. Pleased with the gift, you finally went to bed with everything on, including your pistol and your sword, because you're cool like that. You woke from your slumber and stretched, satisfied. It was the first time in a while that you had a good night's sleep. After getting out of bed, you looked around the dirty cabin. Figured it would probably be worth spending some time cleaning it up for a bit. I really need to clean this place up. I have no idea how long I'm going to stay here, so I might as well make things a little more comfortable for myself. Got up and dressed in the clothes Lauren gave you. Once again, you mentally thanked her for the gift. So, where should I start? I think it's only appropriate to start with this bottle. You like to drink, you also clearly didn't like taking out the trash. Why is there so much paper? Was he some sort of artist? Maybe. First, you tried to remove the cobweb with your hands, but only got your hands dirty. That was a bad idea. I need to find some kind of tool for this task. After rummaging through the corners, you got out some sort of broken stick, similar to the shaft of a spear or a mop. Alright, look at us go. We are cleaning things up. Look at us go. Rip off the dusty rag, and the cabinet staggered in response. Hastily, you jumped and propped it up with your body before it could fall on you. Crap, it'll definitely fall if I move. Clenched your teeth and slowly began to push it. The cabinet gave in, facing the ledge under the window, squeaked towards the wall. That made the glass bottles inside a rattle. Looks like it'll fall apart soon. Carefully opened the bottom cabinet and saw inside that there were papers, books, a skein of string, and one full bottle of rum. This might be useful. Closing the doors, you took a step back and your gaze stopped at a hole in the wall. I wonder what's behind it. I can smell food coming from there. It must be connected to the kitchen. It's worth checking out. Are you sure about that? I don't think it's worth checking out. I think with enough context clues, I can, gain a little sense of what's happening here. Picking up the fallen bedspread, you began to make your bed. Memories of your childhood resurfaced. Your father made you make the bed every day. See, old man, you see, I'm making it. Neatly and immediately after getting up, just like you always told me to. Your dearly departed father was very strict and always scolded you for your carelessness growing up. I wonder if this sheet was white before. Now it's all beige. Shuddered in disgust and made a mental note to change the bedding at the first opportunity. All I can say is that I don't think Beno had any motivation to kill the captain, so I'll say that. Finally collected all the pieces of paper scattered on the floor. Much better. Can't believe that one person drank all of this. I doubt he was ever sober. Money shouldn't just be thrown around. At that moment, a rustling sound was heard from behind the chest. What the... Suddenly, a little ginger weasel jumped from behind it, snatched a couple of coins from your hand, and jumped into the hole in the wall next to the cabinet. Just wait till it gets you. After finish, and for the finishing touch. Let there be light. It looks... no... oh. Hey, look at that. That's pretty. Pulled back the dusty curtains and saw that it was already evening outside the window. Wow, time really does fly when you're busy. Looking around the newly cleaned cabin, you clicked your tongue and exhaled deeply. Since I'm stuck in here, I might as well be a worthy captain for the crew. And as a worthy captain, I should probably start with learning everything about this ship. Very well, good sire. Very well. I need like an Alfred with me that just like motivates me to do everything. Table wants me to call someone to keep company. Not today. Anything good? No. Let's go to sleep again. Okay. Can we sail? No. Alright, I guess we'll just have to go talk to people. My least favorite thing to do in this world. I wanted to talk to people. Ahoy, Captain. I didn't see you leaving your quarters today. Yeah, there was some noise downstairs. Yeah, I was cleaning my cabin. Like a cheated neat one. Not really, but it was unbearable even for me. Bram was never too good at cleaning. Probably only did it once a year at best. You know about Brienne's pills? Lauren took the jar in her hand, twisted it, and examined the pills. A smile appeared on her face. Do you know what this is? Oh, it's best not to mix them with... Never mind. You see, they're usually consumed in brothels. Hold on, is this for... Hi. Then why did he... You mean he took them before I went to dinner with him? Warren laughed and he tried to think of what these pills should not be mixed with. Okay then. How do you feel? How's your emotion spot? Great, I already had a few drops. Do you really think it's a good idea to drink on the job? Naturally, believe me, without rum I would never dare to ram another ship. I hope you're kidding. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Oi, Captain, I don't believe you know much about me. Don't you think it's time to change that? Sure, why not, I guess. Go on then, ask me something. I don't know, what's your favorite color? Boring. You can do better than that. Favorite weather? Now you're just doing this on purpose. Here, let me give you an example. Do you have someone, perhaps? Someone waiting for you ashore? Question left you off guard, and you found yourself plunging deep into your memories. You remembered Doralis, who you had to leave behind, and who had to set sail for you on a large warship. Did she miss you, or did she just want your head? I don't even know what to think. So much has happened. Maybe I should decide whether to live in the past or in the present. I saw her now, what would I even say to her? What did she even think of me now? Her father had any say in the matter, or wouldn't it be the least bit surprised Doralis hates me now? Fabian? Where do you go off to? Oh, sorry, I just got lost in my thoughts. So, are you gonna answer or what? I mean, I mean, I want some progression, but also I don't know, I'll just say I'm single. Oh, come on, you're a total heartthrob. That cannot possibly be true. Sorry to disappoint you. That's sad to hear. I reckon it's something you want to fix urgently, I don't suppose you have any suggestions. Oh, there are plenty of beauties aboard the Drunken Dragonfly. The possibilities are endless. Not sure if it would be appropriate to have a relationship with a subordinate. Bah, we're pirates. Bah. Like we give a rat's bah. And you know what? You should have practiced it. Should have practiced date. Yep. Date? With who? With me. Really? Well, if you're okay with it, done. I'll let you know when I'm free. Would you like some rum? Went out here last night to get some fresh air and saw this gorgeous mermaid. She handed you a bottle of rum. Oh, I suppose that's your payment for the time. Bill's footsteps were heard behind you. Captain, where has you disappeared? We didn't know where to keep course. My throat hurts. You and Lauren looked at each other. I just told Miss Fenn where we should go, didn't I? He did? Lauren decided to play along. Amusement shimmered in her eyes. She smirked and gave Bill a reassuring nod. Old man muttered something and went back to the hold. Where were we? Thanks for the bottle. I'll find a use for it. Alright, cool. Cool. 10 out of 10. Conversation. Captain, I haven't seen you all day. Yes, I've been cleaning up. I see. That's a relief. I can't do a falsetto. I used to do falsetto in choir, but it's just gone downhill since then. I see. That's a relief. I was beginning to worry someone had poisoned you. I can't do it without putting an accent on it. Where's your hat? Oh, you were so attentive. Yes, I left it somewhere. Didn't you say your skin was sensitive to the sun? Even with a hat, I still easily prone to sunburns, so I usually stay in the hold until sundown. Don't you have a spare? Or someone from the crew you could borrow from? I lost my other one a month ago. It was blown away into the sea by a gust of wind. With all due respect, your crew doesn't have the best hygiene. Can I do a really romantic moment and give her my hat? Some of it wary about borrowing from then. I see. I'll go see if I can find your hat. So, I can owe you later? Ha. Guilty. No one could get anything past me. Oh, Olivia. You wanna look at these pills? No, that isn't my medicine. I can't be of much help, unfortunately. Okay. What about your documents? Did everything go according to plan? Unfortunately, the contract ended up here. I don't know who to trust now, but the last thread is snapped. We can come up with something together. Together? Don't you understand that my life is at risk? And yet you still want me to trust you? Do you have any other options? I might. I could sail around the world until I find someone that Exxon hasn't managed to buy out yet. And you think that's a good plan? Maybe. Listen, I don't blame you for being cautious, but I have no reason to betray you. Captain, your desire to help is encouraging, but this discussion is not for the public. If you'd like to continue this conversation, you can come to my cabin. Alright, I have an idea. How about we front it as a date to weed out any suspicions? Wait, I guess. Okay, fine. Oh, this is probably gonna cause conflict, isn't it? Alright, Mr. Brooke. I look forward to our date. Do you like sunsets, Olivia? I do. There's something charming about them. I remember when I was a little girl, I would stand on the shore and watch his set. I used to think that wherever the sun went, its light and warmth would follow. And you've been following the light ever since. I'm trying. That was the wrong form of sense. When I was a child, I was told that if you rowed very fast towards the west, the sun would never go below the horizon. Cute. Do you think it's true? Well, I am the captain of their ship now. We could find out. Aye, Captain. Count me in. Alright, good talk, Olivia. You look like you're thinking about your life choices right now. I don't blame you. Ooh, there's a nice little gunny gun here. Is that a Winchester repeater? What time period are we living in? I mean, I'm not complaining if it is. It's just saw a familiar hat. Picking up for the box, you found a loaded gun under it. Wonder if you went to that meeting in the tavern armed. I don't know. Where have you been? Did you miss me? The captain should do his job instead of sitting all day in his cabin. I wasn't sitting around all day, I was cleaning up. Not bad. I like to see what has changed. You can come over and look if you really want. Is this your way of asking a girl out to dinner? Ridiculous. But fine, I'll bite. What do you do here? Sharpening my saber. What does it look like? More like writing a memoir. A quill can also be a weapon in the right hands. And your hands are capable. You have no idea how much. We were about to leave when she got up from a chair and walked closer. Listen, would you take this to our Miss Touch-Me-Not? What's this? Why do you care? It's just a little message to her. Come on, quit stalling. No one gets hurt. Okay, I guess I'll take it. Just don't look inside. Okay. Tell me how the armory works. So you seem to be on duty here. Yeah, sort of. And you're in charge of the weapons on this ship. Oh, it's my shift, yes. There's a stool to sit on at least. My accent keeps changing, Fabian. Please help me. I want to know how the duty's organized here. I am not your guy that answers dumb questions. This is an order, sailor. How strict. I can't. I need a drink of water. Well, the army is the only place on the ship where there is some kind of order. Take turns on duty. Usually my brother is here during the day. I'm on duty in the evening if there's a need. Record everything in our ledger, checks out a weapon, and when it's returned, you can check it out. It's on the table over there. But don't be surprised if you see something unrelated. Sometimes we just use it to communicate out of boredom. There's nothing else to do here anyway. What weapons are stored here? Here we keep our main weapons. Swords, gunpowder, guns, pistols, hooks. We also have to look after them. Sharpen blades, clean guns. You experiencing gun maintenance can be very useful. It is, if you have a gun, you can put it in my hands. I don't mind inspecting it closely. That is what we call an innuendo. We're out of money. Bill said we're almost broke, and a little birdie told me that you have some kind of reservoir. And if anything, I'll tell you that your little birdie that I'd tie her up and throw her overboard if she opens her beak again. Why are you so mean? What about team spirit and mutual assistance? Why are you so mean? I'm saving this money for something else, and this goal is much higher. Care to elaborate? I'm just gonna wait until you bring the ship to poverty, and then a default breaks out. Then I'll buy it off of you. Very ambitious. What is a default? No idea. Some ministerial assistant mentioned it at a tavern. He was so enthusiastically chattering that he didn't even notice how I cleaned his pockets. I hope your habit of climbing into other people's pockets does not apply to this ship. You don't take it for your own. My advice to you, don't scatter the gold away. Especially when there isn't enough to scatter to begin with. Tell me about these pills. What is know everything about pills written across my forehead? I can't even get my accent straight. Alright, cool. Let's take a look at your book. Alright, did we forget anyone at the port? Why such questions? It seemed. Anna, when will you remove your panties from the handle of the door next to your cabin? They are not mine. Ben, everything was delicious today, especially the bread. Thank you. And now I will only serve it to you. How do you like the new captain? Did you mean Crapton? Relax, give him a chance. Jeez. I don't like everyone. I don't like people. Alright, let's go give Olivia her hat. Here is your hat. Oh, did you find it in your cabin? Miss Brown looked worried, but there was a mischievous twinkle in her eyes, and you knew she was teasing. How could I? You've never been there. Well, who knows? Never say never. Miss Brown smiled seductively as she took the hat from your hands. Like we're about to happen, I'm gonna have to do more than find your hat. I'm certain you'll help me out more than once. Also, here's a note. Olivia ran over the line several times before angrily crumpling the letter and throwing it overboard. That's so pure. Should I send her something in return? What? No, you are the captain, not the postman. My advice to you, do not lower the bar. Okay. Will do, I suppose. How's it going, Ethan? Even, Cap. Hey, come on, ask me. Where have you been all day? Well, I haven't seen you, and since you've been in the cabin all the time, you must have thought about where we're going, and who we're going to rob. There's very little money left. That's cool. What about these pills? I don't know anything about it. Alright. How do you feel? I'm alright, thanks. There are no urgent matters. I just sit and rest. Do you need something? Honestly, Captain, there's something I'd like to ask. Go on then. Bran was kinda... He made a rule, well... Situation was nasty, and... Just spit it out, Ethan. Bran forbade me the drink. I'm the only one... I'm the only on the team who can't. Wow, why is that? There was an incident, an unpleasant one at that, but I was hoping to ask you if you remove this restriction for me. I'd be happy to, but strange that a pirate would be forbidden to drink. I need to think about it. I should ask Beno first. I could use a second opinion. Alright. There's nothing in here. I entered the kitchen and heard a terrible noise. Beno, with a broom in his hands, drove a ginger weasel across the floor. Everything around was turned upside down. Taking advantage of your confusion, Weasel slipped between your legs and disappeared. Beast, I hope you weren't referring to me. Captain! This place looks like, I was cooking, you see, and then when I went to go get the spices, the Zoretta rat jumped out at me. I knew that ferret was real. Apologies, Captain. I'll clean everything up straight away. Alright, Ben man. Mr. Ben. What are our objectives right now? Information about Bran's medicines from a doctor. Complete the quest, doors must open. I need to find the key to a locked door. Deliver a message to Olivia, return to Anna. Ask the team about the Ethan's case. Alright, Mr. Man, that's a lot of that. Oh my goodness. Let me help you. Really? Thanks. Let's put all the inedible things in this box. Oh lord. Okay. Yep. I don't know what's inedible. Is that gold? I guess that's inedible. That looks inedible. Is that inedible? That looks like a bullet. That's a belt. That's a cannonball. That's a pistol. That's an entire pistol. There. Is that everything? Is that good? What is this? It's a cloth. Feathers? I guess you can't eat that. There we go. Thank you very kindly, Captain. I would have been working till dawn without your help. We're a team, right? Nah, let me cook you something special. Rotted chicken, maybe? It's me signature dish. Alright, Ben. Beno began the running across the kitchen and collecting ingredients for dinner. He decided not to interfere with him. Excuse me, I have questions. What's for dinner? What's for dinner, my boy? I'm starting to roast an octorok. The sauce turned out delicious. Well, what about these pills? Nope, you're better off finding a doctor to tell you what it is. Alright? Is there a trap door above the kitchen? Yes, there is. How did you know? Lucky guess. Now tell me, is there something special in there? Not really. We normally put contrabands in there, but it's likely empty now. Try and get in there later. Or now. It's dark in here. Hey, anybody here? Gotta get a lantern. I still have questions, Mr. Ben Man. Tell me how the kitchen works. I'm in charge of the kitchen. I usually eat 3 times a day, that is, if the day is calm. But if it's not, then we do what we can. On days we battle, some may not survive, others may fall overboard, never to be seen again. So I usually don't start cooking until I've counted everyone. And that's grim. That's life. Aside from that, I try to diversify the menu so we don't get bored. You wouldn't want to see an angry bunch of pirates when it comes to food. We buy everything at the board, sometimes we use a loot. Do you use everything by yourself, or does someone help you? I usually do it on my own, but sometimes Miss Brown comes down to help if she's inclined. Alright, what about Ethan? Beno, I was wondering, do you know why Bran forbade Ethan from drinking? Well, that time we were celebrating after a successful raid, and, well, everyone was drinking, besides me, of course. Ben, I swear if you keep stalling, I'll make up a ridiculous rule for you too. Stop stalling! Ethan drank his head too much and got overheated, so he took off his clothes. That's it. Then he walked around the ship naked for the whole world to see. I see. Is there anything else I should know? So far this is a pretty normal story. Nay. Alright, well, I mean, I guess that's not too bad. I mean, I don't know. Compared to the things you can do as a pirate, I guess that's not too bad. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode off here. I feel like we made a good bit of progress, maybe? Maybe? Somewhat? Wow, alright. Nice. I'm gonna go in here, where there's not whatever that was. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Gosh dang, I might have to edit that. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Yeah. Take it easy. I need the save. Yay. Alright. Take it easy. Goodbye. Take care. Good lord. I really hope I don't get flagged for this. Why do I do this to myself? Goodbye.